Up next, the Broncos and Browns are set to do battle in a series that's been dominated by Denver. They'll look to make it 13 wins in their last 14 against Cleveland. It's Week 7, and the action is just moments away.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is now one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma. Okay,
I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Flush to his right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Vic Fangio's thought about it, and he'll indeed throw the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
There we go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action. Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to them when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now left side on the swing pass. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield's going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the
second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Hooper. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, He's able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Greg Newsome, a 1st-round pick back in April, there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Gordon, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. so it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take